All right, the bike is finished. I know it's only been 2 videos. We kind of just hopped kind of straight to the bike being done. A lot of stuff going on here, so trying to get as much done as I can, and sometimes filming things and all that at the same time is not really what I'm trying to do. So yeah, we got the bike done. I'm pretty stoked on how this one came out. The Yamaha, a little bit different. As you guys saw the build, it's got a few things that are pretty cool. I'm just really excited to ride it. It's been since May 14th. It is July 16th at the moment. It's been a long time since I've rode. But yeah, we get the bike done. Got some cool parts on it. So let's take a look around this thing and I'll show you guys what I've done. And before we get too far into the video, I want to give a massive thank you to Nash Solutions. As you can see, I do have 2 solution cleaners here. Man, make your life easier. Get a Nash Solution cleaner, filter cleaner, the filter cleaner solution, everything. It just makes cleaning your filters so simple. It's where it was something I used to hate, and yeah, now I get it done in 10 minutes without getting my hands dirty. So yeah, go ahead and get you guys one of those things. It's life-changing. All right, before we get into it, I'll give you guys a quick little walk around of what we got here. But I think this thing has come out absolutely badass. It is probably my favorite build yet, honestly. I know I keep saying that about every single one, but man, when you just get into it and get going, it is, yeah, this one I'm pretty hyped on. It's gonna be fun to ride. Suspension's gonna handle great. Motor is just completely stock ECU and everything. So we aren't looking for any more power. Yamaha's already quick enough, but yeah, this thing is pretty unreal. So let's get into it. I'll do it how I kind of start off every video, but I do have two wheels built. This one is identical to this wheel. However, the rear on this bike, I'm running the MX-34, and I've built up a rear wheel with an AT82. I've been running the AT82 front wheel, or front tire, sorry, for quite some time, since Tampa Supercross to be exact, and I've really liked it, but I've never really got any time on the AT82, so I was able to build up a wheel to give that a shot. But for now, to give it the first ride, we'll stick to what we ran all Supercross season, which was the MX-34. And my MX-34s are built up on the kite hub with Bulldog spokes and a DID Dirt Star STX rim. This color combo I kind of came up with obviously Star Yamaha using the blue rims, and I think it looks good. But the blue on blue I thought was too much. So I wanted to kind of switch it up with the Kashima colors, knowing that works connection, as you can see all those other parts I've had on the bike, has the Kashima color. So I wanted to kind of match those. And then I was looking for extra rim spacers so that I didn't have to swap spacers out of the stock wheels that I have over here to my wheels when I'm swapping the wheels around. Ride Engineering has a blue spacer that I think is actually a little bit better. It doesn't have that dust seal on it to where dirt can get clogged behind it. So pretty stoked on the Ride Engineering. I bought those strictly from the website, no help by them, but I think they have a great product there. So yeah, you can check that out. Throughout, also, we'll kind of go back to start with something else, but throughout the entire motorcycle, every single bolt, even on the engine, everything has been changed out to a Specbolt. So I have all the stock bolts. I can show you guys here. All my stock bolts that came out of the bike are in here, and then we're using Specbolt Nickelworks kit throughout the entire motorcycle. And then for the drivetrain, we are running the Mika Metals sprockets. This is a 51 rear tooth with a DID ERT3, sorry, ERT3 chain. I'm still on the stock front sprocket, and I did not change it to the Mika one strictly because I'm running a 13 tooth front sprocket that comes stock, and my Mikas are 13s as well, so I just figured I will run the stock sprocket until it kind of wears out to save my Mika ones for later on. And then also to kind of go up here on the rear of the motorcycle, this is not the standard swing arm. This is a 2017 swing arm. This is what Star Yamaha and a couple other factory riders use. It is a little bit longer, and if you don't believe me that I'm not running the stock swing arm, here it is. There's a stock swing arm that came on the bike, built and ready to go, as well as the cable clutch that I plan on giving a test with the ASV perch on there and everything. I'll give that a test, but later on. So I do have a longer swing arm, which I'm excited to use. Apparently that really helps stabilize the bike out, so that should be cool to try. Linked up, get that joke. linked up with the swing arm is I have the REP linkage and knuckle. That's supposed to help a lot with rear end traction and bump compliance, so I'm excited to try that. I'm also running obviously all REP built suspension, front and rear. No coatings or anything, no bigger shaft like I know when it comes to ride Supercross, I'd run an 18 mil shaft. I'm still on a 16 mil for now, but just riding outdoors, didn't feel like I needed anything else. And then we move up here underneath my Acerbis foot peg mounts, or foot peg covers. They are the Works Connection mounts, so they're 5 down and 5 back with the mud peg from ProPeg. Shifter is stock, put some sealant in there to keep some dirt outside of that tip. It is blocked on the back side, so no dirt can get inside of there, keep it a little bit lightweight. All the little holes and everything, as you can see on this, the linkage as well, just so no dirt goes in there. There's no need to have an opening, so we just put a little bit of silicone in there. And then, as you can see, the Specbolt kit throughout the bike. We are running the GYTR Brembo system with the Core braided, Core is the company, sorry, Core Moto, with a steel braided line all the way up to the master. I'm also using them on the front brake and the rear brake, as you can see. That is a Core Moto system as well. The plastic throughout the entire bike is done by Acerbis. I've been with them for a long time, so the whole plastic kit is Acerbis. We are running the anchor tape, grip tape. This is, I believe, the Deegan Champ setup. Yeah, a little extra tape on the frame, and then also some like skateboard style tape on the plastic. I did kind of nick it up here a little bit earlier doing my sag for riding the bike. And then we have the Guts seat. This is the stock seat base with the lightweight foam, I think I call it Phantom foam, and then a Guts seat cover. As you can see, it looks like it's not, but it is a stock gas tank with just a sticker on there just to protect it. That's all done by my new graphic company, or graphic sponsor, sorry. Chad Stonier, he's got CSDZN. He did the whole design and actually came up with this whole design himself, so super stoked on how that came out. We are running underneath the cover here a Power Flow system by Twin Air. I use that on all my bikes no matter what. I've been with Twin Air for years, so I will always continue to use Twin Air systems inside my motorcycles. And then something you can't see underneath the Airbox here, and like you see the last video, I do have the REP 3.0 brace. Helps brace the frame a little bit extra front end traction. I believe that's in my last video, but yeah, that's underneath here. That's pretty cool. I am running the GYTR billet clutch cover, or sorry, ignition cover. Yeah, just a little extra stability, keep it a little bit safer. Looks better as well. Keeps those bolts out of there. I don't need the bolts. So yeah, running something a little bit different there. Super stoked on how that came out, or how that looks when you put it on. But yeah, so far pretty clean, huh? And then also we are running Luxon engine mounts. These are the rubber mounted engine mounts. I do have a couple other spacers to try, or rubbers to try in there. I'm on like a medium right now to just give it a first test, but I'm on their engine mounts front and top, as well as their triple clamps. Their triple clamps are really cool. So this is something I'm pretty excited about, but we have 4 different offsets from 21, 22, 23, 24. 22 is stock. I've gone to 23 to start out with. I think that's going to be kind of my ticket, is 23, 24 on outdoors. Supercross, I'll go back to 22. I am not on different races. I am on stock for now. But then also their bar mounts, you have multiple adjustments there. I'm on a +10 bar raiser. That could change. I do have another 5, but I can go from 5, or I can go from standard 5 to 10, and also to 15. So I have lots of adjustment front and rear with the bolts as well. So that's something that's pretty cool, and I'm excited to try. And then if we go up here, we're running the Works Connection adjusters on top of my clamps, or my forks, sorry. I am running the Mika white grips. It's like the softest compound they have. I like a soft grip with the SX bend with the Mika bar pad, as you can see in there. But super stoked to join Mika on that. And yeah, I think they look good. It's a good quality product. So matched in there with the sprockets. So I think it looks sweet. As well as the Works Connection Kashima colors. Like I said, with the front wheel and the colors, I just think that this was like the coolest thing, was to match all this. So we're on Kashima color on the front reservoirs, Also on the clamps in the back here, and I'll show you some more on the other side. We're on the ASV levers, Brembo front system. Now this is another thing that I want to kind of talk about here is I am running a Honda front reservoir. Star Yamaha runs on a few guys. It's a little bit stronger, a little bit more touchy. As you can see, like it really only goes to there. Really liked the Honda lever when I ran it last year. So yeah, running the Honda front master here just to make it a little bit more touchy, just to get a little bit more front end feel. I am also running the G2 Ergonomics throttle housing and throttle tube. I am not on a quick turn, I'm on a standard turn right now. I do plan on trying the quick turn, but for now we're running standard. But I will run this on every single bike I ride from now on. That is one of the best systems I've ever used in my life. And now we'll go back onto this side of the bike. We are, again, a full stock rear brake system with the core brake line, a little steel braided line, a little bit stronger. P3 carbon cover on the rear master, Works connection steel cover on the front master, bolted on with the Specbolt bolts. We're using the GYTR rear brake pedal. I don't know what that thing's called, to be honest with you. I don't know the name of it. If you know the name, leave a comment below, tell me, because I don't know, but we're running that as well. Stock brake pedal, same foot peg mounts obviously on this side. And then you can see there's more Kashima colors on this side with the oil filter cover, oil fill cap. And then to bring it up, we are running a full Hinson system in here. Excited about that. Hinson's been behind me for a little bit now, and I'm stoked to stay with them as well with this build. And then I have the XPR billet. I think that's like a water, I don't remember the name of it, but whatever. That's billet. The stock one is plastic. That's a very hot piece. I don't know why they run a stock one comes plastic. So we did run a billet one there just to yeah, keep some heat from having any issues. And then of course, as you can tell, we are running a FMF tie 4.1 system, carbon end. Can't go wrong with a tie FMF. It just, there's nothing better. We are inside right now. We are running Motul oil and then engine ice inside of the radiators with a twin air 1.8 cap. Bolting the radiators onto the frame to make them a little bit stronger. We are running works connection braces just to keep them from bending. I did get from Nihilo a little bit of a longer hose, a different hose, a little bit thicker, and then I have a mount that actually you get this from Lowe's that I can just run the hose through to keep it in one spot and kind of go off the side there. And then don't look at my really bad Velcro job, but that's our P3 skid plate, a little JS sticker in there. P3 skid plate that I put some Velcro in to kind of save the frame from getting beat up, and yeah, it's not sticking so well, so I'm gonna have to change that out here soon. And then the Raptor 2 plate, I like that it covers up the triple clamps. Oh, let's back up to the triple clamps here. We have adjustability with this as well to make the bottom clamp a little stiffer. I'm gonna start out with it being a little bit stiffer, and then I'm gonna take these bolts out and take this clamp off and bolt it back on. Let me give that a try. A lot of things to test, which I'm excited about, but that's a cool piece. And in here we have the twin air radiator covers. Keep the louvers cleaned out. No dirt get in there, nothing packs. Outdoors, definitely, when you're riding some outdoors, you want that to keep as much airflow going in there. But then yeah, we got the whole Acerbis plastic here, running down to the works connection hole shot button. For outdoors, right now riding, I'm a little bit higher than what I'd run at Supercross. Yamaha, I don't really know where to put it yet, so I just kind of stuck with it there. You can see the Ride Engineering clamps, or spacers again. I think that looks really good. Goes really good with the blue Kashima blue around the wheel. And then I don't know if you noticed, but all my spokes are wire tied. Just in case one breaks, it doesn't go off and damage anything or a fork tube. The rear wheel is done the same. We do that on all the wheels. And then to bring it back around, we are running a stock front rotor, stock brake pads, front and rear. The stock stuff is really good on the Yamaha when it comes to that, so we didn't find a need to go oversize or anything because they're already 270s. On this side, we are running the P3 carbon cover. Really nice cover, strong, just keeping any damage away from the front brake disc. Running a little clamp here with the core hose and this clamp. I noticed that it was still a little bit loose, so I wanted to make it a little bit tighter. So I just kind of used like a heat shrink type deal. I'm just not heat shrink, it's like a cable cover. Wrapped it around there, wire tied it, and just made it a little bit tighter there. just to keep anything from moving or sliding. I just thought that was a little bit safer, just to keep the cable a little bit more in place. And also, to kind of switch it up a bit, I do have a completely different plastic setup, which I'll show you right here. And with that, obviously, it's a white front number plate, white fork guards. The graphics are a little bit different, and we'll also have a black seat. Now with this black seat, this is a complete seat from guts, base, and everything. And it's a lightweight foam. However, you can see the seat is not round like the stock Yamaha seat or like the one I have on here with the Phantom foam. It is more of a flat top. So it's more of like a standard bike feel, where Yamaha did come out with that new little bit of more round seat. And with the black cover on this, I wanted to switch it up to where I had two different looks for the bike, and I'm gonna try both, right? I don't know which one is the right one for me yet, but it's pretty cool that I have a full another set of plastic with another set of graphics on it by CSDZN that will kind of tie the black together, and you'll see it like in the photos and the video that I've added in. The black ties from the airbox to the rear fender and just kind of brings it all together in a little bit of a different way. But yeah, just wanted to show that out there. I do have something different when it comes to where you're sitting on the bike, and the graphics match and the plastic matches as well. So I think it looks pretty cool. But to start out, that's my new Yamaha. I'm super excited to ride it. Obviously, it's a 2025. The 2026 is a bit different. New clutch, new frame, so on, new shock, stuff like that. But for now, for what I'm doing, we got a 2025. So a massive thank you to Yamaha for helping out with this. This is something that's really cool. I'm really excited to ride it. I think it looks great. I don't know, I haven't put the other plastic on yet with the black seat, so everything that you're gonna see in this with the other colors, something I'm gonna do after. But I think the bike looks great. Like I said, Chad Stonier did all the design on it. I think he did a fantastic job on this thing. Yeah, super stoked on it. And yeah, let's go ride this thing now. Thank you guys for watching.